Now, I really did want to avoid talking about this video game, you guys, because it would essentially be a repeat of a video I did last year. It was called My Thoughts on Dragon Ball Raging Blast. Essentially, it's going to be the same thing. Now, when I heard that they announced Raging Blast 2, it really bothered me. I mean, so many things are just wrong with what I've seen with Raging Blast 2 so far. Oh god. I mean, because so far, it's just another Dragon Ball Z game. From what we've seen, from the new trailer, from the screenshots, just another Dragon Ball Z game. And I really can't see how you guys will deny that this game isn't just going to be a regular Dragon Ball Z game. It's going to be freaking epic. Count down the line all of the Dragon Ball Z games that were actually epic. In my mind, on the PlayStation 2 side of games, I only remember BT2 and BT3 being really good. And of course, the original Budokai 3. Everything else just felt rehashed, rushed out, you know, it really didn't feel like they put their time and effort. And I know this can be attributed to the fact that Spike and Namco Bandai, those are greedy companies that, you know, just force out these games because they know the DBZ fans will buy them in the end. And with Raging Blast 2, I don't see anything to be excited about, you guys. All that's different from what I've seen is shinier graphics. Oh my god, shinier graphics. Jesus Christ, like we all care about graphics nowadays. From the trailer that they put out, it looks exactly the same. What do we see? The same characters. Goku, Vegeta, Broly, Piccolo, Gohan, Tien. Everything's the same. I don't see why you guys would purchase this game and they say that it's going to have characters never featured in a Dragon Ball Z video game. I mean, what other characters would they put in that aren't useless? Like useless side characters, like, you know, the weakest of weakest characters. I mean, BT3 had a lot of those, but what other strong characters could they put in? I mean, the only ones that I could think of are from GT, the Shadow Dragons. I mean, everything else, I really can't see them putting in that actually relevant to the Dragon Ball universe. I mean, this game's been done countless times before, and as proof, I'll tell you, I walked into GameStop one day to try it out. I said, hey man, I'm looking for a DBZ game. Which one do you recommend I should buy? You know what he pulled out? Oh, you guys are probably thinking it was Raging Blast, right? No. He pulled out two games. Dragon Ball Z Budokai Tenkaichi 3 for the PS2 and Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2 for the Game Boy Advance. He says, from everyone who worked in the store, those are the best Dragon Ball Z games out there. And I agree, I really enjoyed both of those games. Budokai 3 follows like right behind Legacy of Goku 2. Now, what could they add to make Raging Blast 2, I don't know, you know, worth our money? You know, because all these other games are basically rehashed bullshits. Oh, and before I say that, a lot of you guys are saying that, well, the Naruto games are no different. That's not entirely true, because the Naruto games, Naruto is a continuing story. Like, every week there's a new part of the story added. With Dragon Ball Z, the story's been over for 15 years, and they keep putting out the same story over and over. And I know a lot of you guys are saying, oh, it's classic. No one will get bored of DBZ. Try to find a fan that will actually say that. Because, frankly, even the hardcore fans of DBZ games are tired of the story mode. It's the same thing with it. It's really making me start to hate the story, because each game it's told worse because they know the fans honestly don't care. Now, how could they fix that? Okay, one, get an original story mode. I don't care what you have to do. Get Akira Toriyama's ass back in here, write an original story. Because I will tell you, from honest experiences, the game will sell if Toriyama is writing an original story to it that'll, I don't know, you know, spark the fans like, oh my god, this game looks good because Toriyama was involved in it. I mean, it's been done before, however crappy, it was done in Clash of Ninja Revolution 2. A lot of fans hated the story, but a lot of fans also said it was refreshing to see something new, however crappy. A brand story mode done by the original author himself, I would be all for. And you don't even have to get Akira Toriyama back in. At least get someone who worked on DBZ or someone who knows a plethora of knowledge of DBZ to write a good story. I mean, something good, something that's not just fan service. I mean, like I said, it's been done before in Shin 2. It was even done in the Shin Budokai series, like a what-if scenario where what if Majin was released in Future Trunks' timeline? I mean, that was a great story. Like, those games are worth it to play just on their own merits. Number 2. Fix the online mode. I know a lot of you guys are sorry they fix the online mode, but if you have played the online mode in Raging Blast, you know how annoying it is for two reasons. If you have an uneven amount of players in the entire tournament, let's say you have 7 players, and one person gets matched up with a bot, you automatically win against that bot, and you have to wait anywhere from 3 to 5 minutes for your friends to finish, and that becomes really annoying. How can they fix that? Add a spectator mode, add something so we won't get bored. Like, this is how it works in a tournament. You see your opponents fighting and you can think of new strategies. Okay, let's see. He does that clean sweep that hits them across the neck. Like maybe I should maybe dodge that. You know, it'll get you like intel on what you can do when you fight your next opponent. And even if you weren't good at spectator mode, at least let us fight the bot. So either way, if we win or lose, we still advance to the next match. And the second to that is the whole unfairness of the community. And you guys are saying, well, that's based on the player in the game. This is meant to be a fighting game. I know, however basic, it's a fighting game, right? And it's great for a DBZ fighting game with all the characters and all the moves, but it's unfair as a fighting game because in the online mode, everybody picks the same character. Super Saiyan 3 Broly, Super Saiyan 3 Goku, Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta. Always one of the super hyped up big characters, you know? And it really sucks. Like, why can't a guy who picks Chaozu win against Super Saiyan 3 Broly? It can be done, but you need a shitload of practice. So can they at least make the online part fair? Like, fair balance it out so it won't be just like, oh, I have to pick a strong character. I want to win with Yamcha. I want to win with Videl, you know? And in order to win with them, I have to get a shitload of practice when I could just pick Broly and kick everybody's ass, which is fun. And the third part, you're probably wondering, is fix the overall fighting engine. I mean, Raging Blast, it felt sloppy. It felt that the moves didn't connect right. It felt they were just tacked on towards the end. And they really made it simple. Like, they removed all the advanced stuff that we saw in BT3. And can they please bring back Blastox? Because if any of you guys played Raging Blast, you know how easy it was to use Wild Sense, and you know how annoying it was for your opponent to use Wild Sense because there was no limit, basically. So fix the fighting mode, make the attacks connect, add back the Blastox, add more advanced stuff that we saw in BT3, so the game will be enjoyable for the fighting, or at least. And number 4, I really can't fully complain about this, but just do a slight tinkering with the camera. Raging Blast, the downfall was the camera. It wasn't terrible, but it still did need a bit of work, especially if you got hit with a super, you're on the ground and your opponent's charging up. It led to a weird angle. So if you could just slightly fix the camera, then that'll be perfect as far as, you know, seeing what your opponent's doing. And to address one last thing, for any of you guys who are asking for a custom Dragon Ball Z character creator, I would be all for that. But like I said, these greedy companies won't do that. So the closest we're getting to that is, of course, Dragon Ball Online, which is, you know, the online MMORPG for Dragon Ball. If you ever play World of Warcraft, it's something similar to that. When it's come to the States, I don't know. It's in South Korea right now. But that's as far as we're going to get for a character creator in Dragon Ball Z. We're never going to get one in Naruto. Just how life goes, you guys. And what really bothers me and boggles the mind is, why do they keep cutting down these DBZ games when they get to the next-gen console? Is it like, oh no, we're only going to give you this much, you're going to play the Boo Saga, then the next game we're going to give you the Baby Saga? And I frankly find it annoying. I mean, it's not like Naruto, where the story is still ongoing. DBZ's been over for 15 years. So why do they keep cutting down the stories like they did with Burslim and Raging Blast? Oh, I know why. To make money, moolah, dinero. It's because they know you guys are going to buy it just so you can play the Baby Saga on HD graphics. Which, I mean, I find is annoying because these DB games, they get worse and worse as they come along. And some people are saying, oh, well, you know, that was the first of Raging Blast. You have to let the series flush out. What more could they add into these video games that we haven't already seen and isn't unlikely? I mean, besides the Shadow Dragons and bringing back all the advanced combos from BT3, I frankly don't see anything new that they could add because, like I said, they're not going to do custom character creators, you guys, because that's going to be for Dragon Ball Online. And there have been rumors that there are going to be more exclusive characters. Super Saiyan 3 Vegito and Super Saiyan 3 Gogeta and Super Saiyan 4 Broly. Why do we need these characters, you guys? First off, the characters themselves are already overpowered as is. Second, why do we keep needing the Super Saiyan 3 versions of them? Like, that makes a big difference. Oh my god, I have no eyebrows and my hair is past my waist. It's ridiculous just so you guys want to see them all beefed up. I mean, why can't we get characters that we have never seen before in the DBZ games that actually, I don't know, played a part in the story? Like for GT, for example, the Shadow Dragons, like, I would rather see the Shadow Dragons rather than a Super Saiyan 4 Broly where he's going to be, first off, more overpowered as is. I mean, that's just my opinion on the matter. Well, guys, those are my thoughts on Dragon Ball Raging Blast 2. I really hope they do add more stuff to it, like from BT3, like add all the advanced stuff. And probably, I really hope an original story, which I highly doubt, because you know these greedy companies don't like to do that. Now, what would they add if they don't add anything like I listed? Probably they're just going to add a bit of GT, they're going to add a bit of Dragon Ball, and hey, it's BT3. Boy. Well, anyway, those are my thoughts on the video, guys. Like it, love it, hate it. Those are my opinions. Catch you guys later.